Good morning. I hope everyone had a pleasant night and so far a pleasant week. So the thought for today is, what is the difference between a pessimist and an opportunist? Well, the definition as put forth by Winston Churchill is that the pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, and the opportunist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Pretty good way of looking at it. And the difference is that the internal monologue that we have amongst ourselves is that the pessimist tends to look for reasons why something won't work, why a plan will fail, looking for to protect themselves from blame and disappointment, where the opportunist looks at any bump in the road, any failure towards the completion of a plan as nothing more than a data point, something that has to be dealt with so that you can proceed on to having a successful plan or whatever you're trying to do. Basically, don't give up, just push through. Thank you, Winston Churchill. And by the way, if you enjoy reading nonfiction about history, I'm currently reading this book by Erik Larson. And Erik Larson is an author that I was introduced to by a person I met through the internet, through another podcast, who is an author herself. I first got her book. I fell in love with it. It was a very excellent book. I don't have it right now to show to you, but I'll add it to the show notes so you can find it if you're interested. But Churchill was, as the world knows, a very interesting character. But one of the humorous things is, and I found this hard to believe, but it's true, and that is he liked to wear silk pink underwear. Okay, we all have our thing, I guess. But one of the other things that was in the book is that he hated when people whistled. It would drive him crazy, and he'd get very angry when somebody that was around him would whistle. Okay, we all have our different likes and dislikes, but I was thinking, now that's got to be pretty hard for an English person, where they drink tea all the time. Doesn't a tea kettle, when it's ready, whistle just like a person? So, I don't know. I just thought it was humorous. Anyway, let's move on to our dumb criminal. Now, I'm not going to say this person's name because then I have to say allegedly did this and allegedly did that, so I don't get sued. But anyway, Florida. Florida makes it so easy to do these things. Anyway, if you've ever been to Key West, they have a thing called the conch train. And it's basically a tram like they have at Disney World, Disneyland, where you hop on it. It's driven by a little fake locomotive and takes you wherever you need to go. So this gentleman decided he wanted to ride on the conch train. So he stole it. And along the way, he started picking up passengers, tourists. I don't know, maybe they had a ticket to get on the conch train. They saw him going by, flagged him down. They got on, so he's driving around Key West in the stolen conch train until, of course, the police caught up with him. Could you imagine being the tourist on the conch train, and all of a sudden you're surrounded by cop cars and everything? It must have been quite a scene. Anyway, that was reported by WPLG, the local news station for Channel 10 down in Miami. I thought that was kind of humorous. Oh, sorry about the noise. I just had to get my thing. So look, leave us a comment. Tell us what you've done, because you know the mission of this channel is to get everybody to treat each other just a little bit nicer. And try to bring a smile to somebody every day. Try to bring a smile to somebody's face, so that maybe their day is just a little bit better and everybody could get along a little bit easier. And so leave us a comment. Tell us what you did and what your experience was when you were trying to improve somebody's day. And if you don't want to leave a comment, or it's too long to leave a comment, you can always email